Injuries.
Injuries. We'll talk about CMC, Deshaun Watson, Tua. And yeah, so the first thing we'll get into right away. Gotta drink my water so I can pee in like 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Child's bladder. Gotta do it. This guy sent this comment like 2 hours ago. Oh, me chill. I don't know what we're freaking out about, but you're freaking out.
Freaking out, man. All right. So CMC officially went to IR on I want to say a couple days ago. Don't remember the exact day, but I know it was like, I think I want to say Thursday. Was it?
Yeah. Yeah, he's just out 4 weeks. Yeah. Well, they're saying 4 weeks, but I'm hearing 6 weeks, though. Rappaport's talking about out at least 6 weeks.
Yeah, I wouldn't want him back until Kansas City Chiefs anyway. So what happened was he injured himself initially on August 6th, and then they thought it was just going to be an acute Achilles tendonitis, and then it just got worse. Apparently, yeah. So it was yesterday. I think he went on IR officially. Actually, yeah, it was yesterday he officially went on IR, and Thursday was his worst day of practice, according to Kyle Shanahan. And if it's bad now, and if it was his worst day now, in my opinion, I can't imagine him being back until like October, like not October, but November, maybe even December, because I from what I've researched about that injury, if it's not good within like 1 to 4 weeks, it's about a 3 to 6 months recovery from what I've researched about it. So hopefully he can come back during the Kansas City Chiefs game where we would need him the most, and he's fine. If he's not fine, then obviously rest him because we need him for like not even
you can rest him. I mean, yeah, a long time, even until the playoffs, really. I mean, it'd be good for him to at least get some regular season play, just for him to get that get in shape, because I mean, you can't have an out of shape running back coming in trying to play during the playoffs.
Yeah, but, not everyone can pull a Trent Williams and just just pick up where they're at. Yeah, where they're
exactly.
Off. Yeah. Debo Prods, long time no see, brother. Have you been good? I've been good. For later, you should be, dude. You should be. Let's go. 49ers versus Vikings. Less than an hour, baby. Less than an hour. Hope you're good. Welcome to the stream, brother. But yeah, so I'm not like, if this was any other team that had like this, like for example, if the Eagles lost Saquon Barkley, they would be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, I mean, the 49ers, though, I mean, they have a history of being able to take a running back, any running back, and make them look great. I mean, and it just shows that running backs do well in this system. I mean, if you look at when they leave the system, what happens to them? I mean, where are they now, right?
Yeah.
So they think they're great running backs. They leave the system. They go on to somewhere else, and then you forget about them. So I'm not saying that about Christian McCaffrey. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that about Christian McCaffrey. I'm just saying we have enough depth, and it showed in week 1, which we'll talk about later. But we have enough depth that we can not replace him, but we can make up for that loss and still have a good running game. So I'm not worried about it. And I think the 49ers are a good enough team that, you know, we can still win games without McCaffrey. We'll still make the playoffs. We can still win the NFC West and probably the division without him. It'd be great to have him, of course. It's good to see him on the field. But I'm not worried about it too much. I think resting him being able to rest him is a good thing. If we couldn't rest him, it'd be terrible for us. So yeah, I think it's a good situation for the player himself too, and for us.
And it's a huge risk if he were to go out there with that little bit of pain and still try to pull through it. That means there's a huge risk that he'll tear his Achilles completely, and he'll be the same player again. Yeah. And what's really interesting is like Kyle Shanahan's obsession with running backs came in handy here.
Yeah, exactly. Amazing. I mean, yeah, it was beautiful.
So this is actually like, it's like you gave him shit for it in the draft and stuff. Yeah, he failed with like 3rd round picks and stuff, but him like constantly just looking for a running back to be the backup. You're like, what are you doing? Get someone more important. Well, guess what? It paid off.
What's up, Papa J? Yeah, I mean, it's just
Poggy soggy pants. Remember I texted you that last week and you were like, what?
Yeah. No, I mean, it's not a terrible thing. So, I mean, it's good that he's able to rest. And as a fan, it sucks for us, right? Because we don't get to see that great player out there playing and
Yeah.
making those plays where you're screaming, you're losing your voice because
Tyler,
you're
hell yeah,
screaming.
Chiefs.
So, you
Chiefs
know,
fan.
so what's up, Tyler? It just it makes. I mean, it's not a bad thing. So.
Yeah, it's definitely far from a bad thing when you got Jordan Mason, who's looking like a top 10 running back in the league right now. The dude
Yeah.
looks like an absolute stud. I describe his play from what I saw in the preseason as like water falling through cracks. Like he just looks like he's just casually going through these holes almost until he hits a player, and even then he can dodge that player.
Yeah.
I am super happy about that, especially since we got Pete Taylor, who looks kind of solid.
Yep.
From what I've heard about him, Garendo, he's, I know he's raw. He's probably like a far back end running back, but I kind of like what he could bring. Matt Breida could come back to the squad if we ever needed one. And from what I saw Matt Breida in the preseason, I'd say he could fit in pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, Breida knows the system, so he could fit right back in. I mean, he's not going to come in and put up stellar stats, but he can come back in and play a few downs.
Yeah. They're saying McCaffrey might be able to come back in like week 4. Well, in like 4 weeks because he's on IR. So if he's on IR right now, that means
he's short-term IR. So yeah, he's got a 4 week. He's got to sit down for 4 weeks. But you're hearing like reports from like Rappaport and like people inside that it could be longer, which isn't, like we're saying, it's not going to be a bad thing that he's going to be sitting down, because I mean you want to hold a player. Policies. Yeah, you want to hold a player like that out. I mean, especially when you can win games without him. If we're winning games without him, we don't need to rush him back. So,
well, if you also look at the schedule coming up, there's not really hard defenses coming up. I guess outside of the Patriots, if you really want to say their defense is good, but then their offense will give the ball away a lot. The only real threat right now is week 7 against the Kansas City Chiefs. Hopefully he's back by then. And that is kind of, again, what you're saying is like, if he comes back at halfway through the season and he could be the same player that he was before, we have a fresh Christian McCaffrey.
Mm-hmm.
And every team will be put on notice. If he's the same player coming back and Achilles is fine, people are going to be afraid. They're going to game plan for that, especially for a team that's already winning games. It's such a big deal.
Yeah. And even if he doesn't come back against the Chiefs, I mean, and that's a home game against the Chiefs. Like, I'm not too worried about that. It's a regular season game. It's not a make or break game. I feel like we could go on a stretch here of wins. The Seahawks could be a tough opponent. Yeah, always on the road at Seattle is a tough one. But I feel like, if he's back after that bye week, maybe that might be hopefully, that's kind of the timing. Get him back so he can get some games under his belt and not play him too much. Then we'll see. I don't know. It'd be cool.
Yeah, I think we're fine. I think a lot of people expect 49ers fans to freak out. The only people that are freaking out, I feel like right now, it's not a complete Achilles tear, so that's why we're not freaking out. And also, we're not fantasy football owners, so we don't,
Yeah, I don't.
It doesn't really hit us that hard.
I don't have time for fantasy football.
Yeah, exactly. If I'm gonna if I'm gonna do this at all, like stuff, I gotta get into fantasy football next year for sure. It's too late now, but next year, if this becomes something, I'm probably gonna do that. The Jags always troll you when you try to get them all. He's talking about the game I play. I play like NFL games that I do shorts and stuff, and there's some Jags fans. They're like, "Oh, you missed Patrick Mahomes," and it's like I'm trying to get all Jags in the game. It's not even. I know. I'm aware. Hey, it boosts the algorithm. They're not really insulting me. I don't really care. Don't need to till the end of the season. They should rest him until then. Yeah, if he needs that rest, for sure, man. If he needs that rest and it makes him, healthy again and that Achilles is gone, of course, especially if he comes back like towards the end of the season and he's the same player, like I said before, God, in the playoffs, he'll be a beast.
Yep, exactly.
He's the best player on the offense, but we don't need him to win. No, we don't need it. If you think, I don't think he's the best player. I think Trent Williams is the best player on the offense.
Yeah,
that's my opinion.
Oh yeah.
Christian McCaffrey is the best weapon, I would say, on the offense. But I mean, clearly, we don't need him to win the games. And then here's another thing I want to say. This one disclaimer about Jordan Mason, though. that I think people are not thinking about, that we should be a little bit concerned about. He played the Jets, and according to George Kittle, the runs they used were basic outside zone plays. So they weren't even using schemes that they used for Christian McCaffrey. So it's possible that two things can happen. Kyle Shanahan can now draw up plays for Jordan Mason specifically now that he knows that Christian McCaffrey's not coming back. And also teams are going to now they know that Jordan Mason's a threat. They're going to game plan against him now. So I feel like through the next few weeks, we are actually going to see who Jordan Mason really is. We put them on notice that, hey, Jordan Mason's a good player. Can you stop him? We'll find out in the next few weeks.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, but yeah, I don't foresee him.
Yeah, he just looks natural out there.
I don't foresee him. Yeah. I mean, in the offense, I mean, that's the way it's been in the past, right? Like these players just come in and people are like, oh, this guy's coming out of nowhere. Now we got a game plan for him. And they try to game plan to stop him. Our passing game is we just have too many weapons. I mean, you're not gonna
like we at least
I mean, how do you game plan for one thing, but then you have to stop Debo, Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle? You got to stop all these other weapons that we have on the field, and it's like you can't. Yeah, it's a tough team to game plan for. So.
Is Isaac Guerrero back? He is. I'm assuming with Chris McCaffrey going to IR, they're actually going to activate him. And according to my inactives, I was going to get to that. The inactives for this game are Joshua Dobbs, Hufanga, Luter Jr. I mean, we got like 5 good corners, so I see why they did that. Ben Barch and D. Winters, who I believe he should be healthy again. But
I was going to say he's questionable, isn't he? This game, I don't think he's out. Yeah,
I think they have him as inactive, so like if they have to use him, they'll use him.
I like D. Winters, but yeah.
All right, so let's go ahead and what's good? He taught me what WSG meant. It means what's good. I felt really old not knowing that.
Welcome to the group.
Oh my god, I was like world sewage generation. What does that mean? Mason even talked about not knowing how McCaffrey takes so many plays and maintains his energy. We need to take it easy with Mason. Yeah, if he's not prepared for like that kind of a workload, especially since he's taking more of a workload than Christian McCaffrey did in the run game. That I could see where you come from with that. But according to Kyle Shanahan, the next day he said that he came not the next day, but whatever they're coming back to practice. I think it was that Tuesday. Kyle Shanahan said that Mason did not complain. He did not look sore. He looked like he was walking fine. He asked, and apparently Mason said he was fine. So if that is the case, then that dude's a stud.
I'd like to see how Guerrero starts playing. I think they'll end up start using him a little bit more too with Patrick Taylor Jr. So we'll see.
My only pushback on that
season, huh?
My pushback on that though is like that would be different. A different tendency of Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah,
because usually he uses CMC.
He goes with the hot. Yeah, whoever's
has a hot hand for sure. Yeah, and Guerendo's like third on the back, so like third or fourth or something like that. So,
he's third right now. Yeah,
but I am excited about his future though because he's fast and strong. He's insane. So
I like Isaac Guerrero. I'm pretty big on him. So we'll see.
Luke now has 4 to 6 weeks to prove he's better than McCaffrey. No, he's got a lot more than that.
Oh, look, McCaffrey. Yeah, he's got a little.
He loves Luke McCaffrey, man.
Oh, really?
He wants a McCaffrey. I get it. He wants a McCaffrey. That's funny. Sam, I know Sam is a cool guy. He's a good dude. He comes in here talks shit sometimes, but I'm like, he's a good guy. All right, so we'll move on to the next subject real quick. This one's a little dark. We'll try to make this a little short so that way it's not like sad and stuff. But Tua Tagovailoa recently had a concussion that a lot of people, the consensus right now around everywhere is having an opinion that he should retire. Some people are saying that it's up to the doctors and Tua to make that decision and that everyone else should stay out of it. In my personal opinion, before I ask Poggy, is I think he should retire because you can clearly see he cannot handle the game. His body can't. Even if he loves it, it does not matter. If your body cannot handle one of the most collision sports in the game from no offense, but from a simple bicep tackle, okay, and you don't know how to protect your head, you can't play, man. Like, that's just so irresponsible. In my opinion, I know that there is truth to let the doctors and him make that decision. There is truth to that. But if I put myself in, like, his father's shoes and I saw my son this way, this is how I would respond. I would tell him you need to retire. You got your bag. You got your new contract extension. You're guaranteed this money no matter what. Find something else. All right, that's my opinion. What do you think about that, Poggy?
Put your feet up. Go to the beach. Just live your life. Don't. Yeah, your brain is too important. Like it's shown in the past. This guy, a blade of grass at this point, is giving him a concussion. Like, and it's not a knock against him. It's just this. This poor kid. His brain is just. It's too important, and it's going to turn into mush at this point. So.
Yeah, and keep in mind, guys, Poggy hasn't seen the incident, and I'm not going to show it because I've had a concussion before, and I can tell you PTSD is a issue. Like when I see it, I go, and my brain starts thinking about it. It sucks. So concussions are a big deal. So I guess it's kind of like a PSA, guys. If you ever feel like you have a concussion, if you ever feel like you see anybody go through what you saw Tua go through, the handout or anything like that after getting hit in the head, get help as soon as possible. It is a big deal. It is the control center of the entire body. You make decisions through your mind. We don't need another Antonio Brown running around in the earth. Okay. So go get some help if you see someone take a concussion as soon as possible.
It's like Kanye.
If you see dead people, yes. So, all right. So let's go ahead and move on from that. Let's move on to another depressing thing. Deshaun Watson right now has a possible 2 week. In 2 weeks, the NFL is going to meet with a Jane Doe to watch a video of apparently Deshaun Watson doing sexual assaults and yelling at this woman and things of that nature. So personally, it's possible now that the Browns may be able to get out of the contract, the fully guaranteed contract, because it is misconduct detrimental to the team. And since this is a new lawsuit before he signed that contract, they actually have a reason to do so. Some people are saying the Browns deserve this, let him keep his money. Some people are saying, well, it doesn't matter what the Browns did. You shouldn't give a rapist, or I don't want to say the word because I can trouble for that. He doesn't deserve that kind of money, regardless. That's my opinion. I think he doesn't deserve that money regardless for what he did. I don't care what the Browns did. I don't care what the Browns' mistake was. The big thing here is that he is this person. And this person does not deserve rewards, does not deserve the grand of life, because with all the millions of dollars he has, he can escape and disappear forever. And I don't think he deserves that. So that's my opinion. What's your opinion on that?
Yeah, he's just a terrible human being. So
yeah. The icebreaker to that, I told you this earlier, and everyone knows this if they haven't heard it yet. I've heard that he's a better person than a player. I love that so much. It's such a funny fucking. It's dark at the same time, spitting hot fire. A signed contract is a signed contract, and I know if a douchebag doesn't deserve it or not. Apples and oranges. Ooh, you hurt me, Papa. You hurt me there, buddy. You hurt me. But that's your opinion. I respect it. I respect it. All right. So those are the big things that are happening around the NFL that we're going to talk about. Already told you the inactives: Joshua Dobbs, Hufanga Luter Jr., Ben Barch, and D. Winters. So Tua's full name is Tua. I can't pronounce that, buddy. I'm not going to try. Okay.
I would like to hear you try.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, stretch out before you do this, please.
Red crayon, yellow crayon. Red crayon, yellow crayon. I'm doing exercises. Sorry. Hold on. Unique New York. Unique New York. Okay, I got this. Okay.
That didn't sound so good. Sorry.
Unique New York?
Yeah.
No? That's from Anchorman.
Yeah, it didn't go so well.
It has the N-word. Oh, yeah, I'm not sure that. Never mind. Fucking broads. Trying to get me canceled, bud. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that now. They should give him the money, and then she should sue him for all that money.
Yeah, they'll just settle out of court. It won't matter.
Yeah, and then what's probably gonna happen, but we'll see. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. I think I heard my opinion. We're probably his opinion. It's pretty serious. So, all right. So let's get back to the happy stuff in the game. Let's talk about the games. Let's do it. All right.
Let's go.
Do week 1 recap. Sharing the tab now. Bring it up. Okay. So let's go through the predictions of one Poggy. Okay. I think this was after the Chiefs game. So this was on Friday.
Yeah.
All right. You had the Eagles winning that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
No surprise there.
Actually,
the score was a little bit closer than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, like you didn't expect the.
No, I mean
the defense, special teams on both sides play well, then the quarterbacks come out slow. That was that was weird.
I mean, and Saquon Barkley put up 132 yards from scrimmage. I mean, and scoring 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, absolutely.
I wasn't expecting that. I mean,
full Christian McCaffrey mode. Yeah. But then again, Jalen Hurts was trying to give away that game. I don't know if you saw.
Yeah, he was I saw the highlights.
Yeah.
I ended up having to watch the highlights. I had a busy Sunday. So,
Falcons versus Steelers. It was a kickoff field goal. Kirk Cousins looks like he's hindered by his Achilles, like really bad, or he could just not be good with the Falcons. It's possible. It's one of the two for sure because he did not look good whatsoever. The Steelers obviously have a shitty quarterback situation, but they got a great kicker in Boswell. He's a really good kicker. So 6 for 6, I think. Same thing as Jake Moody.
I think I had the Falcons on that one.
You did have the Falcons. I also had the Falcons. I think we're just bona fide Steeler haters. I don't know.
Well, to be honest with you, with that game, it could have been a trash can that one. So, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in front of it was. It's trash can. Bills defeat the Cardinals. Personally, what we have? You had the Bills.
I had the Bills. You had the Cardinals. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought they were going to be better. I thought the Bills' defense wasn't going to come out hot because they got worse last year. But no, they were close though. This close. Actually, the Cardinals were in the lead at one point, so it was close.
Yeah,
but yeah, you got that one there.
Good try.
Yeah, good try. Give me my participation trophy, okay?
Throw it in the trash.
Just throw that shit in the trash. All right. Bears defeat the Titans, and you had the Bears.
The Bears.
I wanted the Titans to win, personally.
We both wanted the Titans to win, I think.
Yeah, and then we're like, but we just feel like this is going to happen.
Yeah.
What was it? Caleb Williams looked terrible.
Caleb Williams, yeah.
Absolutely atrocious. Under 100 yards, got carried. That's the whole narrative of the game. Like nobody, I guess you could think about Will Levis when he gave away the game because he technically gave it away through like multiple picks and one being a pick six. And there's like this funny ass still frame of him when he threw that interception. He's like on his knees going like this. It's just like this encapsulates the entire game and whole like, no, what have I done?
Titans are in shambles right now. Yeah.
I think a lot of teams. I do agree with you.
Bears aren't going to be that great either. So whatever. Okay.
If Caleb Williams could figure it out, man.
He's not going to. No faith.
There's some questions here. Sorry, I missed some questions that I want to bring up here. Sorry, comments I want to bring up. A signed contract. They should give him money. See, I got to start McLaurin. Our neighbors have flex and fantasy. Either I start McLaurin, we lose. I don't know anything about. I haven't played fantasy in years, so I couldn't help you out, Samuel.
Malik dropped 50. We lose. I get 50 points, but yeah,
bro, just wrote a whole essay.
Yeah, you did. I just skimmed through it. Sorry.
Put all that work in like houses.
Yeah, we'll go over the 49ers game this week.
Yeah. Starno just finished 14. I'm trying to get through this. Samuel, it's way too early to start drinking. Yeah, for sure, dude. Holy shit. What is it, 9:24? Like the latest?
Well, it's noon. Well, on the East Coast, it's 12:24. So
11-6 on my picks last week. That's all right. That's decent. Would you have been 12 for 6 if you would have picked right with the Niners? Nice. What do you think of Debo? I thought he was okay. I didn't think he played that great, personally, in my opinion. But we'll talk about that in a minute. The team, I like Debo. Debo Samuel is trying to fish you in. I don't know what that means. Commanders is his favorite team. If you ready, NFL 2 week and ready some football, Triple H voice.
What's Triple H?
If you are ready for NFL week 2 and ready for some football. Is that it?
Wait, what's a Triple H voice?
I don't watch wrestling, man. I couldn't tell you. I just guessed.
Oh, is that wrestling?
Yeah, you know Triple H?
Nope.
I don't know how is he like Hulk Hogan? Yeah, brother. Like that?
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, brother. I only know that the curse of your profile.
Yeah, brother, taking a dump.
I picked the 49ers. I also chose the Commanders, those two. Okay, so there you go. He was 11-16 despite that. Okay. That was a funny joke, though. I'm not going to lie. All right, so you had, I think we got one wrong so far. Where we at the Bears?
You have 2 wrong, but yeah.
What?
No.
Who do I have wrong?
You have 2 wrong. You had the Cardinals and the Falcons.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
You're
right.
Don't try to give yourself credit. Yeah, okay, thank you.
Texans, you had where's that game?
No, Bengals and Patriots.
Bengals and Patriots. You had you had the Bengals.
Yes.
I also had the Bengals. So
I was surprised by that one.
Yeah, dude. I know there's like this whole curse thing, not curse, but like they have a trend right now where Joe Burrow can't win in week 1. So
he can't win it. Yep, he doesn't win in week 1. But I thought this was his moment.
This was on the platter given to you, like, hey, break the curse. Here you go.
Jared Mayo's first game as a coach, and
coming for say as your quarterback.
Yeah. Who? Yeah. I mean, come on.
A backup quarterback is your quarterback. Yeah, that's crazy. That is definitely crazy. Even if Jamar Chase is rusty, you should still beat this team.
Exactly.
Like, come on. All right. So you had the Bengals. Next up, we got Texans at the Colts. You had the Texans. I also had the Texans beating the Colts. I almost picked the Colts out of just like, I don't know, man, maybe. No, thank God I didn't do that.
Stroud had a pretty good game.
What's that?
Stroud had a pretty good game.
Stroud is looking like he's picking up exactly where he left off last year, no doubt. Yeah. Like he's looking like an MVP. And I know it's like 1 week, but like I hate saying that. I really do, because I give people shit for saying that after week 1. But like if you see how he's continuing what he did last year and he's doing the incredible plays he did week 1, let me reiterate.
We don't say MVP on week 1.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked. So I don't like saying that. I take that back. All right, Jags at Dolphins. Oh, before we move on, Colts, Anthony Richardson has a rocket of an arm. Holy crap. Did you see that long-ass throw he had? Holy shit. Props to him. If they could figure him out. But
he can't throw accurate for
he's not the greatest accuracy guy. Yeah, I'll give you that. Not the greatest at that. And he doesn't protect his body at all. He will sacrifice his body for the play, and that's kind of that's what got him hurt last time. It's what got him hurt again. Yeah. Jaguars at Dolphins. We had the Dolphins, and that almost didn't happen. It was 17-3, like the end of the third quarter.
I would have been okay with that if the Jaguars beat the Dolphins, but
Yeah, you want to feel for the Jags. I wouldn't be against that either. But being realistic, just the Dolphins are just supposed to be better than the Jags. 110%. Yeah. All right, Saints and Panthers. I did not see that coming.
No. Where'd this score come from?
47-10, dude. Who knew that Derek Carr could do that shit, dude? I understand the Panthers are the last team in the league, but it's not like they're a college team. Like, what the? Like, this is going to make the Saints look extremely better than they actually are. You're going to hear numbers like later on, oh, but he's technically this accurate and threw this many touchdowns. Like, look at this game.
Derek Carr went off. I mean, it's like Derek Carr, okay. Yeah, but I mean, it was against the Panthers. Bryce Young looked fantastic for the Saints. So, Okay.
Breaking news, A.J. Brown is out on Monday's game. Oh, shit.
A.J. Brown's never in, so.
Is he? I guess he plays. He plays.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Jalen Hurts is this good quarterback like Brock Purdy is, because Brock Purdy does it too. Jalen Hurts should be able to win this game without A.J. Brown.
Yeah.
Brock Purdy can do it without Brandon Ayuk, pretty much. He could do it with again, I don't want to get too much in the game, but like he didn't have the Avengers and he's dominant. Jalen Hurts looked like shit with the Avengers, with their own set of Avengers. Oh, wow. I don't know what that means. The 4 teams I got wrong were Packers, Falcons, Bengals, and Cardinals. Well, you picked I think you just picked one upset, which was the Cardinals one, I think. And obviously the Commanders. A.J. Brown sucks anyway. No, he doesn't.
No, A.J. Brown.
Yeah, he's a top 5 wide receiver. He's so good. He's a dominant player for sure. All right, so let's get back to the games. All right, so the Saints versus Panthers. You picked the Saints. All right, Vikings versus the Giants. That was an easy one.
That was easy. Yeah.
Yeah, this team is going to pick top 2, top 3 for sure.
Yeah.
So, Sam Darnold looked good, but again, he was playing against the Giants.
The Giants, yes.
So let's just keep that. Let's just make that quick and move on. Mm-hmm. Chargers at the Raiders. I wanted the Chargers to win. Let me make sure.
Won.
Chargers won, and you wanted the Chargers to win, and you got the Chargers to win. So this is no surprise. Jim Harbaugh, they got a better quarterback. They're set up better. The only thing that really the Raiders have really is, what's his name? Max Crosby.
Yeah.
You know, and maybe a solid defense, somewhat solid defense. Moving on to Seahawks versus Broncos. This is where it got funny. Okay. Because you wanted to pick the Broncos, but you were like,
I hate the Seahawks. I don't like
you hate the Seahawks. And then you were like,
I know the Seahawks were going to win because I think they're still going to be a halfway decent team. I still think they're going to somewhat challenge. So I told you they're not going to be a pushover. I don't think. I think they're still going to be that stupid team that we dislike so much, and they're still going to be somewhere in that line of standings with us, to where we're going to be like that annoying team still there, to where they could possibly be on the edge of making the playoffs and ruining somebody else's playoff run. I'm not saying ours. I'm just saying it's that one of those annoying teams, and I think it's just going to be those Seahawks, those pesky Seahawks.
Like, you expect less from them, but they overachieve. Is what
they overachieve.
They're going to overachieve. They are. I exactly what you're saying, because it's the same thing you want to say with who had a new coach that we just talked about. So we got a new coach.
Darn it! I'm having a brain fart.
Jim Harbaugh. Here we go.
Yeah,
Jim Harbaugh came in, and it's a new coach, so you don't know if they're going to be good or not. But we do have a reference to when he joined the 49ers, so that kind of gave us hope. But McDonald, you didn't know what he was going to be. You didn't know if he could actually, literally, he could be the worst coach ever, and that team can go 0-17 for all you know. So there's nothing you could prove that McDonald was going to be a good head coach. But he did all right against one of the worst teams in the league, I would say. 20-26. Seahawks were in the lead, and they had that game in control, but they allowed Bo Nix to kind of sort of come back, but they ended up losing that game anyway. So
yep.
I had the Broncos. I told you not to bitch out, and I had the Broncos, and I failed. I was so ready to give you shit, too. I was about to say, you should have picked the Broncos. You should go to Philly, man.
No, I wanted to go with the Broncos because I don't like the Seahawks, but I thought the Seahawks were going to win. So,
okay, so next one, this one, we're wrong. We are both wrong. We both picked the Browns. Cowboy against the Cowboys. Yeah, it says Browns here, which is shocking, actually, because I feel like I would have said the Cowboys.
Yeah.
It says Browns right here. So we picked the Browns to win this game. Well, I guess we look really fucking stupid because Deshaun Watson is ass. That dude could not do anything at all, dude. I'm pretty sure a 15-year-old could have done better than he did. It was terrible. I
don't know why we picked them. Are you sure you didn't write this?
They beat us last time, and you thought if Deshaun Watson could play like a bottom 5 QB, pretty much how PJ Walker did against us.
Well, I just think we didn't think the Cowboys were going to play that great, and what's his face was going to throw like 50 interceptions.
Wishful thinking is what you're trying to say. It's what ended up happening. Wishful thinking took over there. I couldn't believe the Bengals lost. Yeah, it is. AJ Brown is better than Terry. Yeah, Terry better than any 49ers wide receiver. And AJ, well, Samuel's just a homer there. AR-15 is worse than Jane Daniels. Man, Samuel's just all about them claims. Breaking news, Evan Ingram suffered hamstring injury too. Oh, shit. Okay, well, keep that in mind when we make predictions for Jags. As Chiefs fans, I hope Hollywood comes back. Playoffs, no worries. I'm not worried. I'm not nervous about it. You really honestly shouldn't. I mean, if Patrick Mahomes can win a Super Bowl with the weapons he had last time, you shouldn't be too concerned. Yeah. You should be excited because you could score more points. There's more of an opportunity to score points, but I wouldn't be concerned because your quarterback and head coach has already proven they can win a Super Bowl with nothing. So, I wouldn't be freaking out at all. I would have been freaking out last year as a Chiefs fan before winning the Super Bowl. Well, we will score over 30 points on the Giants. When we make our predictions, we'll I don't know. I hate the Giants, but no, I don't believe in the Giants to say, but we should be Super Bowl favorites. It's so funny. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's finish this list. All right, let's finish this list here. You had the Browns over Cowboys, Buccaneers at the Commander. Sorry, Washington at Buccaneers. We had the Bucs winning that one. Not surprised. I mean, no offense to Samuel here. Again,
they tried participation trophy to the Commanders.
They did. They tried and stuff. Jane Daniels did not look like the thrower I thought he was going to be. He looked a lot more like Lamar Jackson out there trying to just run the ball, first read and go. And a lot of like talk shows confirmed how I felt about that too. Because I was like, why is he just running and going?
Yeah,
it's just like, come on, bro.
Not, yeah.
Baker is cooking. He was the best. I think Baker was the best quarterback this past week. He was a stud. He was on point. I understand it's the Washington Commanders. I get that. But for a week where a bunch of quarterbacks had like under 180 yards, I'd say Baker is a little more feeling more dangerous, you could say, a little more dangerous because, that's his quote, than other quarterbacks out there. So, just saying. So we got the Bucs there. And then Lions versus Rams. We both had the Rams. No, so we both had the Lions. All right, take that back.
Yes, we both. I was going to say I didn't think I had the Rams.
We predicted 28. I think you predicted 28-24 versus Lions. I don't know whose number this is. It's between mine or yours. But 28-24 what's the prediction of this game. And it was kind of close. It wasn't too far off. And then the Monday game, obviously 32. So since we're 49ers fans, we both watched the game. And
can we talk about that score? That 19 that was so ridiculous and so stupid. Who says 19 points? You went off so hard on that last week.
I know.
Well, who predicts 19 points? Why 19 points? Who predicts that?
Wait, 19 points?
What was my prediction again? Can we talk about that?
All right, your prediction was.
What was your terrible prediction?
19.
What was your terrible prediction?
17-13 San Fran.
Who makes that terrible prediction?
17-13 is realistic.
So it's 19. So it's 27-19.
Dude, that is how many 6 field goals, isn't it? How many field goals is that?
Look,
one field goal.
Hey,
I got that.
How many points did the Jets score?
The Jets scored 19 points. But that required field goals, man. Like field goal.
Man, I feel like you should do 100 push-ups.
I think I actually did say something like that. I'll have to double check and look.
I did win week 1, by the way.
You did week 1. You got most of the
dubs.
I
only got 2. Only missed 2.
You only missed 2. I think I missed like 4. I will have to get a better paper than this.
No, you did a great job. I mean, you should have done it in Korean.
Should have done it in Korean. A lot more, colorful, a lot more out there, a lot more bright, so people can actually see my work. I totally understand. I get it. That's where you come from. That's very thoughtful of you, man.
They can see it in your teeth after you eat it too.
The yellow ones taste like lemon.
Keep telling yourself that.
Our past 4 matches for the Jets, we have lost 3 and tied once. I'm tired of the bullshit against the G-men. Dude, sometimes some teams just have it. Sometimes they just own you. It just is what it is. Even if even if that other team that owns you is like supposed to be significantly like worse than yours, sometimes that team just beats you. They just have that scheme. It happens. And I hope you guys do beat the Giants because I do think the Giants are going to be less. I think I had the Commanders being second in the division, and that's not looking too good right now.
That's a tough division.
It's a tough division.
You only got one team.
But I was really banking on the Cowboys. Still week 1, right? So it's not like I'm not saying like my prediction's completely falling apart and it's over. But I did expect a drop off, and I didn't see that too much from that game, I should say. From that one game. But you got worse on defense. You got worse on offense. Like I just kind of thought that you would take a dip from there. And we'll see. I think I got Washington up there above Cowboys, and that may age well. Even back when we were 7-1 in past games versus them, I think I said 31-17 or 35, something like that. You gave like a double-digit score for sure. So you were actually pretty close. I think someone said like 32. I think someone said 30. No, it was like really close. It was like 33-19. That wasn't the same score. It was something really close. Last time we beat them was 10-28. Holy shit, dude. Oh, I hope you fix that. I hope you, for you, Samuel, even though sometimes you talk shit, brother. I hope
it's okay. Samuel, I have a week 2 stat for you for the 49ers. Don't worry, just wait.
A week 2, you do you? Oh yes. Shit, there we go. Oh, I already know what you're gonna bring up too, dude. I know exactly what stat it is. I know exactly what stat you're talking about.
It is not good for the it's not for the 49ers. It's not good for the 49ers.
It's not good at all, right? Yeah. Purdy in the blitz back page says talent will be on display. Family on display, and Brock is facing the blitz. Vikings are check down aware. Can Ayuk catch the long ball at lightning speed?
Can Ayuk catch the ball this week? Let's just say that. How many?
Yes, right. That's like the first.
I'm glad we paid him all that money so he can drop the ball. Granted, he missed most of the offseason. I don't care. You pay that guy all that money, he comes in and he just blunders.
Yeah.
Not happy as a 49er fan.
All right, so let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and break down that game real quick before.
Remember, I only saw highlights because
you were
a soccer dad.
You're a soccer dad.
I'm a soccer dad.
Guys, he's a good head coach. Right now, he's 2-0.
2-0, 2 game shutout.
2 game shutouts, dope, dude. I'm not trying to be a dick here, but I did not expect that. I was like, that.
What?
Because you were an emergency coach.
I was an emergency coach. I did all my research. I set these girls up. These are teen girls, mind you.
Got the W.
The jabber. And I set them up, defensive formation, and lightning quick speed on the outside, attacking to the center, putting balls in nets. We've outscored our opponents. Well, we got 6-0 so far.
That's pretty, dude. That's pretty good. Were you like out there when you broke the huddle? Were you like, we gotta go out there and get the W? Let's do it.
Not quite like that, no, because you got to keep it proper in front of parents and stuff. So,
okay.
My voice is partially gone because yelling on the field. You know, you get girls that kind of have little ADD and things like that out there that might want to stare at the sky every once in a while. So you got to give them a, hey, stop staring at that. That's just a cloud. So. Yeah,
that's part of coaching. That's the beginning part of coaching.
Yep.
So. All right. So my bold prediction today: Brandon will have one of his best games of this season. Brandon
Ayuk, yeah.
Brandon
Ayuk. He's talking about Ayuk.
Oh fuck! Sorry, I was thinking Brandon Staley over and over in my head, and I don't know why. Okay. Well, yeah. I don't know.
We'll see.
It's a little too soon. He looked rusty. He looked like, okay, so I guess let's talk about the game.
I think it's going to take 2 or 3 weeks for him, or it's going to take more than a couple weeks for him to get back into game shape. He's not in game shape right now at all.
No,
and it showed. The ball's too hard in his hands right now. It feels like a rock hitting him in the hand.
And
he's
those
not.
Pillows.
I know, but it feels like a rock to him, and he's dropping them. I mean, his hand-eye coordination isn't there right now. He didn't stay in shape in the offseason, and it shows.
Well, also, okay, so...
and mind you, I just saw the highlights. I didn't see the game. I didn't go back and rewatch the game.
Did you see the drops?
I didn't have the time. I did see the drops, and that was in the highlights that I watched on YouTube, yeah.
Yeah, because that throw to Brandon Ayuk on the end zone from Brock Purdy to Ayuk was a dime.
Yeah.
That was
my old ass could have caught that.
My old ass for real, dude. Well, because here's the thing. A lot of people want to say that actually was a tough catch because he had to jump for it. I'd hear you. I would agree with you if he had a reach, like full extend, grab the tip of his fingers, use one arm up here or something like that. I would hear you. But it was in his breadbasket. It was right here. And I feel like no matter what position you're in flying, if the ball is right here, you should be able to catch that. Yeah. Like, that's crazy. It's in your face. You already committed to the jump. So the jump is not hindering you anymore. Okay. Yeah. It's just you and the ball and you drop.
You have one job.
You
have that one job. Catch that ball when it's put on your hands. And if it's in your hands, catch that ball. I can understand fingertips, things like that, difficult positioning, but when it's hitting when it's in your breadbasket and you drop that, then,
I disagree. I think there is easy catches in the NFL.
There's definitely easy catches in the NFL. You see a lot of them.
I think that people, they overthink it and they drop it, or they feel too much pressure, they drop it, or it's so easy even to catch that they drop it. They're screwed and they overthink it and they drop it. I think there's easy catches in the NFL.
You see a lot of those drops happen. So.
Yeah. Respectively disagree, Papa. Respectively. But I know what you're saying. You're saying it's a tough game to play. So I know where you're coming from. Debo can't be used as check down. Okay, so that was another thing we jumped to. We already talked about Brandon Ayuk. Oh, I got one more thing I want to say about Brandon Ayuk. He also before the season, he would always do like a little jump. You know what I'm talking about? Before he catches the ball. It was very minuscule. This game, it looked like he was hopping in the air for the ball and then catching the ball with his chest. He wasn't catching the ball anymore with his hands. It just kept hitting him in the chest. And like, he's rusty. And thankfully, Brock Purdy's a good quarterback, and we got some other weapons out there that can cover for him. So, you gotta be Chiefs fan for that saying, nah, he doesn't have to be. I see where he's coming from. Don't give him too much shit. But I want to talk about Debo. I don't know if you agree with me on this because you did just see the highlights, so you don't know. But to me, he looked slow. He looked not the same. I've seen him break through and then burst. I've seen him go around the edge and burst. It's not there. It looks like he's supposed to be slimmer. He's supposed to be more fit. But from what I saw, he just got the ball a lot to where everyone was like, oh, but he got a touchdown. Oh, he got this play. But if you actually watched him play, he looked slow.
I don't know. I don't know if he really looks slow. I don't think so. I wouldn't say he looks slow.
You don't think so?
I don't know. No, but I didn't watch the whole game. Like I said, I just saw the highlights from what
but you saw his plays and stuff. I'm also
I don't think he looks slow. No. I think Debo looked fine. I think Debo does what he does, and he finds those open spots. And I think Debo's a great player when he's not injured. Yeah. I think Debo is an absolute beast of a player, and he's valuable on our team. But I don't think he looks slow.
No. I don't know, man. I'm so used to it. Just looked like what he did. I feel like any other average wide receiver would have done there. Like I truly thought what he did was nothing special in that game. I didn't see him blow my expectations when he's supposed to get tackled. For example, like usually when you're like, okay, he's going to get tackled here. It's done. He had one moment, but he didn't really get very far. He got pushed in the back of the end zone. Not back in the end zone, but like for a major loss. But he ended up like dodging a bunch of like defenders to get back to the line of scrimmage. I'll give him that. That was kind of Debo-esque. But outside of that, I wasn't too impressed. We'll see. I mean, if you see the games, keep an eye on it. See if you agree with me. If you don't, then we'll debate about it until the end of time. So, or just call me a Debo hater. I don't know.
Yeah, you become a hater over time for players.
No, I don't.
George Kittle.
Let's not even talk about that right now. All right, I already told people my worst hot take already. That I ever had. They didn't like it. They were so upset.
Yeah, nobody would like that opinion. It's a terrible opinion.
It was because I even admitted at the time it was emotional. I was emotional, okay? And he constantly got hurt.
You would not leave me alone about that. You would not leave me alone about that. Terrible.
Wolfie, you got 10 minutes to make your 1 p.m. predictions, and I know you're in the West, but it's still 1 p.m.
Oh yeah, we gotta go. Yeah, let's let's talk about let's talk about the Niners Week 2 game.
Yeah, start the Week 2 game. Let's get that out later.
Let me say one thing. 32 years.
Oh.
32 years since we won in the Vikings at Minnesota. Was that Steve Young and Jerry Rice era? Yeah,
it's been a long time. We've been on display if we're kicking ass. Yeah, I agree. I think that was the stat I thought you were going to bring up when you said that. I thought the same thing. I was like, oh shit,
32 years. And
so do we go with the trend or do we go with the obvious that the 49ers are significantly better than the Vikings? Kind of like what I said earlier.
We've been significantly we've been better than the Vikings for a long time, though. I mean, I think
Yeah.
even when Kirk Cousins was good, we were better than them, but we just couldn't win inside that dome. But I think, yeah, I'm going to go with Niners are going to win, but I think it's going to be closer. I think it's going to be like I don't know.
Let me write this on my sloppy paper. For Niners versus Vikings, what you got?
Let's just go with like 20-17.
So you think there's going to be like a couple field goals?
Yeah. I think it's going to be a close game.
I'm going to go with really 49ers are going to win this game. If there is a curse or a demon that we need to exercise and we don't exercise it, it's going to be a close loss. So, man, you know what? I'm going to go. I think the 49ers scored more than 20 points, and I think the Vikings scored 20 points exactly. So I'm going to say 27-20.
I hope Sam. I don't think Sam Darnold's. I think we're going to play really good against Darnold, but he does have our recipe. So
yeah, I was going to say, like, he's familiar with our scheme. He's been around it. He's dissected it. He's been inside the playbook, inside and out. You know, he's actually inside the playbook against the Rams. So
Lenore has played against him since college days. So Lenore did pick him off quite a few times.
Yeah, I know. Did you hear what Lenore said about
Oregon? What
did you hear what Lenore said about Sam Darnold?
Oh, that he's his favorite wide receiver.
That is his favorite wide receiver. But keep in mind, afterwards, he did say that he respects Sam Darnold, and he actually
of course, yeah. No,
but he wasn't a shit talker. So
I think we're gonna get to Darnold. I think I'm gonna say close game prediction, but in my heart of hearts, I think we're gonna blow them out.
Yeah, I think like on paper, this team should. If you don't think about the passer,
we should blow them out.
And if you want to know that their right guard, they're having trouble with right guard. I don't know if Brian O'Neill is starting.
No, they had some injuries. I just saw their injuries.
Jordan Addison is out for the game.
Yeah.
So they're second wide receiver. So they just got Justin Jefferson, which I'm not trying to, mock at that or anything because that's still a big deal. Brian O'Neill, which is their starting right tackle, was really good. Is questionable to play still. I should check to see if he's actually
even questionable. That makes it he's
still
seem
like he's
injured. He's still injured, so that's not good for them going against that front of ours.
Yeah,
so we should
Brian O'Neill might play like McKibbitz.
Yeah.
And then Ed Ingram, the right guard as well. So the right tackle and the right guard. Sorry, the right guard Ed Ingram is questionable, so he might not play. But if he does play, it's kind of exciting because he allowed 6 pressures last week against the Giants.
Yeah.
Which is pretty bad. As long as you put some ghosts on the field, y'all will win for sure. No doubt, dude. We'll see. Well, that's what we're trying to do. We're going to avoid the gonorrhea meme and try to make them see ghosts. So, yeah, I guess that's our prediction. We're going to see that. I think Jordan Mason is going to get under 100 yards this week. I think they're actually going to game plan against him a little bit. And I'm going to say he gets like 80-something yards.
I'll say he goes over 100 again.
You got him over 100? I'll write that down.
Yep. Okay.
So we can give each other shit later. So you said over 100?
I should have said a weird score just to
be like, I was this close, man.
Yeah.
I got under 100, Jordan Mason. Okay. But yeah, I'm excited. I mean, like this, I think our defense got better than last year. I think
I do too. I think that's why I think we're gonna break this curse at 32 years. So
yeah, I think this is the game where we break the curse for sure. I agree with you 100%. He knows the offense scheme, but he's facing our defense. Exactly. He's also facing a somewhat of the same defense. Fred Warner, Nick Bosa, Hargrave.
But see, the thing about him facing our defense though is he played a lot against that defense. So he's able to share the scheme of that defense and how they play with the coordinators and with them, right? So he's able to help their defense out against he's able to help their defense he's able to help their coordinators game plan against our defense.
Yeah.
So
well, if he knows our offense, he can actually help
mid conversation.
No, you're good, man. You're tired of shit. You're working hard, man. Sorry, I get he can help both sides because if he knows the playbook of Kyle Shanahan, hey, this is his tendencies, and they'd be like, I played against this defense, and this is their tendencies.
He was the second quarterback, so he played against that defense.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good point. And yeah, so I think it's nothing to shake at, but also you got to keep. There's one factor that's kind of huge. Steve Wilkes was the defensive coordinator.
Yep.
While this scheme is completely different. It's got Brandon Staley. Yep. It's got Nick Sorensen. So if they really do something different, it would not matter really almost. The only thing you could really hang on to is the tendencies of a player at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's about it in my opinion. So do the Commander's prediction next. We'll do that real quick. We got like 4 minutes. We got about 4 minutes. We'll go ahead and try to speed run through this. We'll try to speed run through it. Okay, so that's our prediction. 42. You got, what was it, 2017. I got 27-20. Let's for the 49ers game. Okay, so Dolphins versus Bills. I had the Dolphins winning that game, and obviously I was wrong. I'm gonna be wrong a lot, man. It's so fucking stupid. But anyway, Sunday today, Raiders at Ravens. Who do you got?
Ravens.
All right, we'll put beep on Ravens. I agree. I got Ravens too. Panthers at Chargers.
Chargers.
Agreed. Do you want to do like an upset like one, even if we don't agree, like we got to pick an upset?
Well, yeah, when we get going through them right now, there's no, I mean, Panthers aren't going to upset the Chargers.
Yeah, true.
They could put the Cowboy out there.
Yeah. Saints at Cowboys.
Upset Saints.
Really? Are you being serious or are you just saying that?
I'm just going to go for it. Yeah. I'm going to go for it. Yeah. Let's go for it.
All right, I'm gonna be different with you here. I cannot.
Pussy.
I have to be real.
All right, we gotta hurry up. Kickoff's about to happen.
Papa J's got Ravens. Papa J's got Chargers. Who do you got? Saints, Cowboys. All right, next up we got. Where is it at? Buccaneers at Lions.
Lions.
I got the Bucks.
Oh, that's an upset. In my opinion,
is
that's an upset. Yeah, Lions are one of the favorites to go in the championship. Yeah, I mean,
you're right. You're right. Okay, so I'll put you as my underdog. That's my underdog one. Colts at Packers. Keep in mind, Jordan Love is out. He hurt himself.
I still think the Packers will win.
What? I believe that is an underdog one right now.
No,
because
Colts.
Well, I'll look at the odds right now. Let me look at the odds real quick. I know we're running out of time, but hold on. Packers odds versus who? Colts. I know we're running out of time. Hold on.
Malik Willis will tear up the Colts. Watch it.
All right, so the Colts are negative 141. Packers are plus 120. So the Colts are the favorites. Yeah. So you got the Packers?
Sure.
All right. And you do not want to count that as your underdog? Because I got the Colts winning this one.
I already did the Saints.
That's true. That's your underdog. That's your underdog. My bad.
That's such a close. That's 100. Yeah, that's not a big upset.
All right, so I'm gonna go with the Colts. So far we're disagreeing with each other a lot so far. What does Papa J got? He's got Colts, Lions, Cowgirls. Yeah, if you gotta say it, you gotta say it like that. I see where you're coming from. If you gotta say it. What was the next one? Browns at Jags.
Oh, jeez. Jaguars.
Jaguars. I got the Jaguars too. Jags. Okay. 49ers at Vikings. You already got that one, so that's 49ers. Seahawks at Patriots.
Seahawks.
Papa J's got Jags. Do I be an ultimate hater here? Yeah, I can't. I gotta be realistic. Okay, so Jets at Titans. This one's interesting.
I think the Jets will win. I think
Titans.
The Jets are a better team. I think the Titans are a mess.
You think they're a complete mess?
I think they're a complete fucking mess. I think they're going to be a top 5 draft pick. Yep.
Oh shit. Okay. New York Giants at Commanders.
Let's go with the Commanders. Just for Samuel there.
You know what? Hey, Samuel, I got the Commanders, buddy. I got the Commanders as well. We got you, brother. We believe in you, man. We believe in Jaden Daniels. We got you, brother. We got you. We got you. Let's oh shit, game started. Rams at Cardinals.
Rams.
Rams?
Oh, Rams at Cardinals? Cardinals.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Cardinals, yeah.
I'm going Cardinals too. I just really felt the Rams tried really hard last week that I think they just put all their effort into that one game. Steelers at Broncos.
Steelers at Broncos.
This one's kind of tough.
Yeah, both teams suck. Broncos.
Yeah, I got the Steelers. So I'm gonna put Broncos and disagree with that. Boom. Papa J's has Jets, Seagirls. He has the Seagirls, and he has the Cards and Commanders. Papa J, good choice on the Commanders, man. Good shit. And then Bengals at Chiefs. I already know what you're gonna say.
Chiefs.
Yes, I started writing it down.
I want the Bengals to win.
I was like, dude, don't stop it. Stop it. Bears at Texans. Keep in mind, a lot of people have the Texans winning this game by a lot.
I was going to say Texans.
Yeah, I agree. Texans as well. Bear fans are the only ones that are having Texans losing this game.
Of course.
Papa has Cards. Oh, I feel you. Denver. He's got Denver. Samuel's got Bengals 100%. That's just hating, brother. Come on.
Yeah, I wish.
I so wish. If I'm wrong, I will be happy. I'll be happy that I'm wrong. So right. All right.
The rest of them, I don't care about that, but that one I would love to be wrong about.
Yeah, it's just sometimes you got to be realistic about certain things.
You got to do Thursday's game too, Patriots Jets. But yeah, do the Falcons.
Falcons at Eagles. I got Eagles too. If that game was any indication of what Kirk Cousins is, yeah, the Eagles. Even though I hate Jalen Hurts.
You got to do Patriots Jets on Thursday too.
Patriots Jets. Because we're yeah. So Patriots.
I think I'm going to say Jets. I'm going to go with Jets. I think Salah's defense is going to hold out.
Yeah, I got to. I really want to say fuck you, Aaron, but I can't. It's just realistic stuff.
Fuck Aaron. I'm talking about the defense. I'm not talking about Aaron Rodgers. I'm talking about the defense. That's why I'm going for the Jets. The defense is going to be what wins it for him. So fuck that. Yeah.
Cards, Papa. You got Bengals 100%. Chiefs. Papa J says Texans. That's smart. Joe Burrow is Mahomes' daddy.
He is.
Not anymore though. He beat him in the NFC. He beat him in the conference championship. To go to the Super Bowl and win it.
Well, that doesn't mean anything.
I don't know. I was a little pushback there. Just a little pushback there. E-Girls? Who's the E-Girls?
Eagles.
Oh, God. I should have put that together. It's so sad. And then Papa J says Jets. So okay. All right. I'll go through these responses and then write down Papa J's answers because he's going to be here and then we'll bring him in. Talk about it. All right, so that's pretty much everything. We talked about CMC's injury. We think it's sad, but it's not the end of the world. We're fine. No. We talked about Tua. If you guys ever get concussion or feel like you do, please seek help as soon as possible. Deshaun Watson is a piece of shit. And then we also talked about our games. Poggy won this stupid ass shit. He's just having this awesome winning streak right now of just dominating fucking schools, girls soccer, and now he's dominating these predictions. Yeah. Bro is just winning at life right now.
That's what happens.
Just what happens. I also want to point out before we get out of here, I love your setup in the background with all your cool shit, but look at mine.
I got a Niner poster back there. I do have the catch signed by Joe Montana and Dwight Clark back here too.
Yeah, we definitely should go through a tour of your stuff because I think a lot of people actually love the stuff that you have.
I don't have my room set up, but I do have a lot more stuff that's still packed away. But I gotta wait for my oldest son to move out until I can set up my room.
I got you. When's that gonna happen?
I don't know. When he decides to move out. I do have my Joe Montana, Debo Samuel. You know, I got a bunch of helmet signs. I got my Kittle jersey in the back just for you, Wolfie. I hung that up just for you. No, like, it's signed by Kittle. Signed by Kittle, so you don't have to worry about
guys. So I will. Okay, I will read. I will let you guys know what he's talking about. If you guys didn't watch that live, if you're still here and watching the games, I totally understand because the games are on right now. If you're still here, I believe that George Kittle should have been traded back in 2021. That was my worst take I've ever had.
Stupid.
Ever. Everyone's had bad takes. Okay, I've grown up since then. I've been more realistic. You've had bad takes too, okay? We just haven't gone through them. All right, you have a hot take, I bet. I want you to think of a hot take you had that aged poorly, and we'll bring it up.
I don't think I had a hot take. I haven't said anything bad about the Niners.
You mean to tell me you did not have a prediction that went wrong? Or like you thought this person would be good and he wasn't?
Not that I texted you about. Not that I would air publicly.
I guess I'm just, I don't know. All right. Anyway.
All right, buddy.
I was going to say something like really too mean, but I was like, I don't want to be. All right, guys. Thank you so much, Samuel. Come in here. You're an awesome guy, dude. Hope to see you next week. And then Papa J, you're a cool dude. You're an OG as well, man. Good to see you. I love your predictions. We disagreed on the catch thing, but that's okay. That's okay. It's not the end of the world. Proper 49er. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you, brother. He pops in every now and again, just says hi, then dips. Who else came in? There was somebody else, right? Tyler Helton, the Chiefs fan. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you.
See you guys.
Yeah. Debo Prods. He's a young kid, but he's a nice dude. And then there was someone else, wasn't there?
4 and out on our first drive. What the
Scott Lacrosse Jr. We talk about Mason or whatever. He comes in and drops a comment and dips. Like he quite literally drops comments and dips. And that's it. And then D349er made a comment like 4 hours ago before this stream saying, homie, chill.
Yep.
I was pretty chill, man. I think he was asleep at the time.
I think it was you. It was probably something about you. Yeah.
Yeah, I was probably freaking out about something.
Yeah.
All right. All love fam. Sorry. Sub if you like the content. Like if you like the video. All love fam. And I will see you next video. And Poggy will see you next week.
See you next week.